Hi everyone, welcome back to my vlog. I'm Robin, or Hobbit's reading list, and this week is the kickoff of some very fun and exciting things, and hopefully we can get some reading in between there. Let's see. Yesterday and today and tomorrow are very busy. And so I don't know, besides listening to Mysteries of Udolpho, I don't know how much I will be able to actually read. I did read last night, but it was a chapter of literary theory. But I'm hoping, well, even Thursday I probably won't have much time. I'm hoping this weekend I can read. Okay, so here's what's going on, right? So yesterday I had a lot of meetings. I had like appointments, like I had class, and then I had to go to the dentist, and then I had therapy, and then I had personal training, and then I had book club. And so in between all of that, I tried to get my readings done for class today, and then by then my brain was dead. And so I did a work thing that is rather mindless, but something I have to get done by Wednesday. Today I have class, and then I do have work, but not until 2:30. However, I need to edit the vlog that's supposed to go up today. So I have it all like transferred onto the computer, but like I could not edit last night. So I will get that done, and then I will probably have to continue doing the work thing that is due tomorrow, because I'm not quite done yet. So that's what I'll be doing today, and I work till 9 probably. Tomorrow I have class, and then I have to go to work. And as far as I know, I am in meetings all day long. So probably won't be able to read there. And then Thursday, I have class, and then I'm going to Chicago with Stephanie. We're going to the Shed Aquarium. From what I can tell, we might have like a little bit of a gap between the aquarium, and then we're getting dinner with a friend of mine from high school. But that's not till 7, and the aquarium closes at 5. So we might have a little bit of some time, and maybe I'll just tell Stephanie, like, hey, bring a book. We're gonna plop ourselves down, at a cafe or something. Unless I can find like a bookstore near where we're going to be. So yeah, and then there's Friday. Friday work, and I have like an hour, I think, in my work day where I could potentially read. And then that's it. So Friday. I'm not going to talk, the reason I'm outlining this is because these updates might be a little sporadic until we get to the weekend. That's okay. It's just, it's what we gotta do. I'm not gonna talk about literary theory. It was fine. It was whatever. I did also listen to Mysteries of Udolpho. We're starting to wrap up. There was a part where I was like, this feels unnecessary and random, but it was explained, so like it's fine. But I am eager for the book to be wrapped up. I think I have like 5.5 hours left. No, because it was too long to listen to yesterday. I have 6.5 hours left. That's my audiobook for the week. I know I said I was gonna switch over to Confounding Oaths. I just can't yet. As soon as I get this done, I will switch over. So that's my plan. I'm gonna go to class and just get started on this very busy week. Okay, so I have to wait for Bash and gets tired. I have to wait until Bash gets tired of the cat tree. So I'm just holding the camera. Which is gonna get annoying. Anyway, I am so close to finishing the Mysteries of Udolpho. I was really hoping I would finish it last night. It's all I've been reading, which makes this for a very boring vlog. Okay, before I talk about Mysteries of Udolpho, I did read a short story by Octavia Butler, which was The Morning and the Evening and the Night. I'm crooked, sorry. Bastion's not moving. And it's a short story about this disease that is made up. I read the author's note, and she said she combined like the symptoms of 3 different diseases to make it up. But essentially this disease is a result of this drug that was developed to cure cancer, and some of the people who took this drug when they had children, at some point in, you know, their children's adult life, they sort of cracked and gave into like self-destructive impulses, or where they like violently destructed themselves. So it was all about this girl, Lynn, and how she copes with having 2 parents who had this disease, and she has it, and how she sort of operates, because people in this world look at people with this disease, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce. I think the acronym is DGD. And so look at people who have DGD as obviously like volatile, even though they're not until they reach this point. And so it's about Lynn and how she's viewed the disease, and how she's like prepared for, you know, when she self-destructs, and whether she should get into a relationship, and whether that relationship should have children, and it was very interesting. It was very long. That's why I counted it as a book, and also because it was a storygraph. So yeah, so I read that. I did like it. It was depressing, but I did like it, so I gave it 4 stars. So anyway, other than that, all I've read is Mysteries of Udolpho. I have an hour left, but in my class yesterday, my Gothic Lit class that I'm reading Mysteries of Udolpho for, we had to write like a review as like our attendance assignment. And so I wrote a review with one of my classmates that I really like, and we had landed on a 4-star rating. When I put it through Compile with not having finished it, at that point, I think I still had 4 hours left. I had it at a 3.5. It may go up, it may go down, but those, it's gonna be in that range. I really don't think the ending will make it like go to a 4.5 or a 5. Especially because I'm having a lot of frustration with the male love interest. It feels, okay, I have to keep reminding myself that this was written in a different time. But the way that he is responding to the main character and her, you know, not, through circumstances, not being able to be with him. And now there's a whole thing about how she learned something about him that lowers her esteem of him. And so she feels like they can't be together. He feels so manipulative. And I know it's not intended to be that way, but that's what it feels like. And like there's another guy that has been like in love with her for years, and I'm like, okay, I prefer him just because he's more chill about it. Like he doesn't try to hide his feelings, and he's very much like, hey, I'm here in case you know, ever want to explore other options. But other than that, he doesn't really bring it up. Whereas Valancourt, the main love interest, he brings it up all the time. And he's like, oh, this is how you treat the person that you love. You just turn your back on them. Like, it's, yeah. So the assignment that I have to write for this book, which I'm just like chomping at the bit now to write, is I essentially have to write fan fiction of the ending. And my ending is she doesn't end up with this guy. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I will obviously check in later today, tomorrow, and give you my actual final rating. I will finish it today. I'll be very surprised if I don't finish it on the drive back from school, because I have literally an hour and 9 minutes left. But yeah. And then I'm going to Chicago today with my friend Stephanie. We're going to go to the aquarium, and then probably like this matcha tea cafe, and then we're getting dinner with a friend of mine from high school. So I'm going to bring the body, because I don't think I can read the whole thing in 2 hours. Maybe. I don't know. Because that would make for a very boring, like, separate video. But I'm going to bring the body because it's small, it's light, I don't mind carrying around. So yeah, that's the plan. So I will talk to you later with my final rating of Mysteries of Udolpho. Good morning. I walked a lot yesterday. I did finish listening to Mysteries of Udolpho. I finished it as soon as I pulled into my driveway, which was excellent timing. I think I mentioned I had done like an assignment about this a couple days ago before I finished the book. And yeah, essentially my rating is the same. I gave it a 3.5. And I'm very prepared for this assignment, which is to essentially rewrite the ending, because I don't agree with the ending. For the most part, Mysteries of Udolpho was enjoyable. It had a lot of action. It kept me engaged. And then it would just describe nature or the room or some. There's too much. It had a Tolkien effect. But Tolkien, I'm biased, but I feel like those long descriptions of things are less frequent, which I think a lot of people who have read Tolkien would disagree with me. But this just had so much description of so many things. They were so long, and it just really took you out. Like, I'm like, I can picture a mountain. I don't need it described that much. So I had that issue, and then I disagree with the ending of, like, Emily, stuff. I don't want to give away spoilers. So, yeah, I did enjoy it for the most part, but there were obviously some things that I disagreed with. So I gave it a 3.5. And then after that, Stephanie came over, we drove to Chicago, went to the Shed Aquarium. It was a lot of fun. we're both very excited about sea life. So it was a really good time. We were there for about 3 hours. We watched like a spotlight on dolphins. That was very cool. And then we were going to go to the Fulton Market neighborhood because that's where we were having dinner with my friend. But we got out of the shed at like 4:30 and I was like, oh, let's just take like a lift back over there. Because it was rush hour and I didn't realize until I saw the prices. It was $90 to get a lift to go 7 miles. So we walked to the train, took the train, walked to Walgreens because I needed a charger, walked to a cafe to kill some time, and then walked to the restaurant. So yeah, I walked a lot yesterday, about near 4 miles. And I'm sore today. I'm very sore. While we were at the cafe, we just talked. I didn't read anything else yesterday. But that's okay. Because today I have like a little bit of freedom. So I'm just gonna go back to doing my like spinny wheel to figure out what I'm gonna do. Because I'm still gonna be productive, but I'm not gonna be like, I need to work on my essay. Yeah. So I am bringing the body with me to work, and then on the drive, I'm gonna start listening to Confounding O's. Finally. So we're gonna get back on track, and then yeah, like that was probably the most exciting thing I have this week. Next week is gonna be absolutely crazy. But I will check in with you probably tomorrow when I've read some more. Good morning, everyone. I really need to plug my camera in, so this is gonna be kind of quick. On Friday, I started listening to Confounding O's. I listened to about, I think like 2 or 3 chapters. There was something in it that like was kind of off-putting, so now I'm really hesitant about it. One of the characters, I think like a friend of the main character whose name I can't remember right now, John, I think. But his friend was essentially talking about like the fan fiction she was writing and using terms like that was clearly like a work in progress and stuff like that. And it just, this book is set in Regency era. And while I'm a big believer that fan fiction has been around forever, it was just like I don't know. So the writing style on this one is kind of annoying. It's also from a like third person omniscient, I think, because it's the narrator is clearly like one of the Fae folk, and maybe this is on me for not reading the first book in the series, but and like that's fine, but they're very snarky. And I don't know, I'm just kind of hesitant. I will probably finish it just because I don't see the point in DNFing. But it's sort of bothering me. Other than that, I started reading The Body. I only read maybe like 5 or 6 pages, so, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah, and that's about it. So I will listen to more Confounding Oaths today. Hopefully read a little bit more today. But today's my last day of work before vacation, so I have to like wrap up a lot of stuff. So let's just get into that. Good morning, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I have pretty much only listened to, Confounding Oaths. It has gotten less annoying. I'm still not a huge fan of the narrator, but like, it's growing on me. I do like the relationship between John, the main character, and James. and the plot of John's sister Mary making like a deal with a fairy and it not, you know, ending up the way that it should is very interesting, the way that that resulted. And now I assume John and James are going to, you know, work together to reverse Mary's wish because she is different. So I am enjoying it. I will listen to a lot more today because I'm going to drive up to my friend's house, and they live like 2 hours away. So 2 hours there, 2 hours back. I'll make a good sized chunk. I'm at like 27% right now. But otherwise, that's really all I've read. So I'm going to wrap up this vlog, start next week's. Next week's is going to be very jam-packed and lots of stuff happening. So make sure you tune in. But leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.